Good evening, everyone. I'm Ho Young Chan. Tonight, I'm going to share some interesting news with you guys. Yesterday, we got the news reported of saying there were so many cats laying outside of her house. At first, there were only 1 to 2 cats. Then, more and more started coming. And up there was a cat party outside of her house. And if we take a look at this photo, we can see all the cats are laying around the type of plants. Let's go find out what type of plant it is. Nepeta cataria, commonly known as catnip or catmint. The full taxonomical classification of Nepeta cataria is domain Eukarya, kingdom Plantae, phylum Menonophyta, class Lilocida, order Lilialis, family Nemeaceae, genesis Nepeta, and species Nepeta cataria. It is an abundant plant that you can find anywhere. On the sidewalk, waste ground, near water stream, or even in your house backyard. And if we look at the phylogenetic tree here, catnip is a seeded vascular plant that forms flowers. It is under angiosperm, and again, catnip's scientific name is Nepeta cataria. It is a species of the genus Nepeta and in the family Lamiaceae. It is classified as a perennial wildflower. It is distributed in Europe, Middle East, North America, Central Asia, and New Zealand. Catnip also has some features that help us to distinguish them. First, the flower, they bloom from early July to late November annually. It belongs to classes 4 of Tetrandria in the traditional linear classification. Each flower consists of 4 parallel hairless stamens with 2 long and 2 short. Flower colors are lavender, blue, white, pink, and spotted with tiny lavender purple dots. And second, catnip has square stems. Third, the upper surface of the leaf is pale green and the lower surface is densely covered with hair. Triangular or harder-shaped leaves to form a saw blade. Lastly, the plant continuously emits a minty odor by its leaf and stems. Catnip also likes growing in full or partial sun, moist to dry condition in a rocky, high-pH soil. It has a really high drought resistance than other members in the mint family. Catnip is an autotroph plant. They produce its own food by photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, the plants use energy from the sun, water from the soil, and carbon dioxide in the air to turn them into glucose and oxygen. Besides that, catnip use sexual reproduction to produce offspring by fusion of gametes. They use meiosis to produce haploid cells, which is sperms and eggs, and at the beginning of the life cells, a germinated seed is dropped from the flower onto the ground. Then the seeds start sprouting into a small stems and roots. Leaves perform to make food through photosynthesis. When the flower starts blooming, the pollens are transported by wind or water or by other insects such as bees and butterflies for pollination, and the haploid sperm to reach the haploid egg through the pollen tubes to make unique diploid cells. Once the fertilization is complete, the ovum is then ripped and form fruit. And one of the interesting facts of catnip is cats love catnip. Most of the cats, they cannot resist the smell of the plants. Every time when they see it, they just love to roll around it, eat it, and bite it. And because cats are so sensitive to chemical scents, the chemicals inside catnip called Nepeta lecithin, it acts as a trigger and attracts cats to go near them. And when the cat encounters them, a chain reaction occurs. First, the reaction activates nerve cells to send abnormal messages. Then the cat starts adding hyperactive, adding silly, biting and eating onto the stem, which release more of the chemicals. Usually the reactions takes place from few minutes to hours. And besides the interesting facts of attracting cats, catnip is an edible plant that serves numbers of uses. If you like it fresh, then you can just pick the leaves from the plant and make an herb tea. Or it can also be a very effective mosquito repellent. The herb's also pleasant taste make it suitable for treating colds, flu, and reducing fevers. And if you prefer salad, then you can just put some catnip leaves on it or dry them to make some spices. So next time if you see bunch of cats laying around a plant looking silly, then you can take a closer look to see if the plant fits the description I told you earlier. And if it does, it's probably catnip. Then you can just step back and look at the silly cat's reaction and enjoy it. Thank you for watching me and have a good evening.